Have you ever wondered how a modern business pitch really works? Behind the scenes? Well, forget the boring theory. Today, we're going to tear down a real-world proposal from a marketing agency to a school. We're going to see exactly how they spot a problem, pitch a solution, and try to seal the deal. All right, let's get into it. So this is the big question, right? It's not just about having a website anymore. I mean, in a world where parents have endless choices right on their phones, how does a local school actually grab their attention? That's the exact challenge we're about to see solved.
All right, here's the game plan for this breakdown. First, we'll look at the big problems schools are facing. Then, we'll meet the agency that thinks they have the fix. After that, we'll get into their strategy for understanding parents, check out the proof, see if it actually works, and then finally, we'll unpack the different deals they're offering. Let's do it.
Okay, Section 1, the digital shift. This is really the foundation of the entire pitch. It answers the question, why do we even need to change things in the first place?
And this gets right to the heart of it. The whole way parents choose a school has completely changed. You know that first handshake or phone call? That's been replaced by a quick Google search or a scroll through Instagram. The front door of the school? Well, it's digital now.
And this is why being visible online is so important. A good digital presence isn't just about running ads. It's about building a relationship before you even meet. It's about showing what the school's like, not just telling. Parents get to see the real culture, the real learning, and that builds trust way before they ever pick up the phone.
Okay, so we've got the problem nailed down. Now let's meet the company pitching the solution. This is where our key player enters the scene.
So meet Buxse. They're a digital marketing agency from Lagos, Nigeria. And here's the key thing. They have this laser focus. They only work with schools. That niche, that specialty, is pretty much the foundation of their entire pitch.
And this lays out their thinking perfectly. Their mission is super practical. Get the right message to the right people. But their vision, that's huge. They want to be the absolute leader in their field. It shows you they're thinking about both short-term results and long-term dominance.
All right, now we're getting to the strategic heart of the whole pitch. This isn't just about posting pretty pictures. This is about really, truly understanding the journey and the mindset of a modern parent.
And here's how they map out that journey. They use what's called a marketing funnel. It's a really powerful way to visualize how a parent goes from being a complete stranger who has maybe never even heard of the school all the way down to making that final, critical decision to enroll their kid. And they break this journey down into 4 really clear stages. It all starts with a simple Google search, right? From there, they move to social media for a vibe check, basically. Then, and only then, if they're impressed online, do they actually visit in person. The physical visit is just to confirm the digital promise. If it all adds up, they enroll. Every single step is a battlefield.
Okay, so the strategy sounds good, but does it actually work? Any smart client is going to ask for proof. So this next section is all about building that credibility with some cold, hard results.
First up, they're showing off their work with a school called Divine Children's Place International School. Let's see what happened here.
And boom, here's the result. A whopping 70% increase in brand visibility in just one school term. Now, brand visibility just means how many local parents are actually seeing and recognizing the school's name. A 70% jump is huge. It means the school went from being kind of invisible online to being seen by a massive new audience really, really fast.
And here's the proof in black and white. You don't have to be a data expert to see what's going on. You see that flat line, and then, bam! A huge, sustained spike in views and reach, right when they started their work. This is that visual proof that their strategy isn't just talk. This quote just ties it all together beautifully. The data is one thing, right? But a quote from the school's director, that makes it real. It connects that 70% growth directly to actual parents walking in the door and saying, "Hey, I saw you guys on Instagram." That is the result every school is looking for.
And they don't just stop at one example. Next up, they bring in the results with Leap for Joy School.
And this quote, this one is all about the relationship. It's so powerful and personal. It tells a potential client, look, working with us isn't just some business deal. It's a real partnership. A partnership that gets results so good they feel like a match made in heaven. That's a heck of a testimonial.
Okay, so they've laid out the problem, they've presented their strategy, and they've shown the proof. Now it's time for the final act, the offer. How can a school actually get started with them?
So they offer these different tiers, which is really smart. The basic plan gets your foot in the door. It establishes that core digital presence. The advanced plan adds more tools, like email marketing to start capturing parent info. And then the business plan, well, that's for schools that want to absolutely dominate their local market. There's a clear ladder to climb.
But they don't just stop with the standard marketing packages. Their final offer is something else entirely. It completely redefines what the partnership could be, and honestly, it's their most creative idea by far.
This Buxse Plus program is absolutely fascinating because it just flips the whole script. This isn't just a service they're selling, it's a true embedded partnership. They're proposing to come into the school and teach digital skills directly to the students. Buxse provides the laptops, they provide the training, and in return, they share the revenue from the program with the school. I mean, think about that. It turns a marketing cost, an expense, into a potential revenue stream and a hands-on tech program for kids. That is a seriously bold idea.
And that leaves us with this final, really powerful question. By offering to train students, Buxse isn't just selling marketing anymore. They're actually proposing a future where schools become their own media companies. They're positioning themselves not just as some outside contractor, but as a central partner in a huge shift in how schools might operate down the line.